Right, so this is how it goes. I know exactly what is going on involving my psychological and spiritual well-being. And if the opposite sex want to continue, then I am going to do everything within my power, control, and biblical authority to reach out to 25 of my boys and 25 of my men, resulting to 50 male species altogether. And then what I'm going to do, I am going to convince them to walk away from dating, thus leaving each and every one of you all the more hard done by. The games stop now. I know, like I said, what the female species are trying to do with us men, myself included, and it's not going to work. You are trying to emotionally imprint us so that you can then try and lock us down within a so-called marriage that you believe that you're entitled to. Cuckoo! You're deluded, you're in denial, you're brainwashed, and you're conditioned. If you think for 1 minute that you have a chance with us realists, us trads, as I'd like to call. So you best believe this to the opposite sex one more time before I wrap this video up. The more you try to emotionally imprint us men, I am going to convince 25 of my young boys, as well as 25 men, 50 male species, to walk away from the dating game, thus drying up your dating experiences faster than the Safari Desert. Thus actually, in fact, leaving you freaking out all the more, up to the point where you will have no choice but to give up attempting to pursue us men. Because 1, we don't find you attractive, 2, we're not interested in what you have to offer, and 3, you are interfering with what God and his son Jesus Christ have already promised onto us by attempting to get inside of here and in here. And if you want to continue going down this path, like I said, then I will make your lives so unimaginably painful to live, you are going to wish, as well as beg, cry and plead, that you didn't even try playing the games that you did. And let this be a life lesson that you're not above us men, you never will be. And the more you convince yourselves that you are, the more I'm going to put my foot down with the truth all the more and royally piss you females off out there with the truth. And in the long run, I'm going to free up to 50 of my male species from the dating game that is actually in fact rigged to fail them. So you best be warned. I'm not going to warn you again. Stand down, know your darn role, and quit while you're ahead. Otherwise, I will place upon me the full body armour of God. I will sharpen my shield of faith and sword of the Spirit. And I will quite literally start a bloodbath, a spiritual warfare / bloodbath and all victories will go to us men, while each and every one of you women retreat, crying to mummy and daddy later on why you can't actually in fact convince a biblical viable man to lock you down within a marriage, complaining how unfair life is, bitching and moaning onto your other female friends as to why we are this, why we are that, without taking accountability and responsibility for your actions. Us men, like I said, we know full well in here and in here as to what we want. And we're not going to settle for less than what the Bible has promised us. Now, some of us men, and I'm referring to myself here, we have what it takes to make the sacrifices in order to attract the relationship / marriage that we want. But my question is to you boys and you men out there, do you have what it takes? Do you have what it takes to keep on walking away? To keep on going your own path, your own way, in order to strengthen as well as develop your relationships with God through His Son, Jesus Christ, via the Holy Spirit? Do you have what it takes? I know I do. And like I said, I'm not backing down for no one's business. And if it's a war that the opposite sex want, it's a war they're going to get until they learn, like I said, to respect us men. And I'm only just getting warmed up when it comes down to getting the truth out there. Fellas, know your worth. And if it means you have to stay single for 5, 10, 15 or even 20 years, then stay single. It's the only way, like I said, that a particular certain type of female is going to get it into their heads that we're not interested. And then within that time, the feminine females will actually begin to show. It is what it is. Let God do His work. Keep on bettering yourselves. Keep on putting in the spiritual and psychological work. And like I said, watch the rewards and the blessings unfold before your very eyes. And when you're ready, in here and in here, you'll be aligned to the right type of marriage, the right type of woman even, where everything is perfect between you both. Now, does this mean that you won't face any difficulties within life? Yeah, you'll both face difficulties, but because you know what love actually is, you know what it means, you know what it represents, and because you both love one another, you're willing to do whatever it takes in order to surpass whatever it is that you're both currently undergoing as husband and wife. That right there is a real marriage. It's unfortunate that it's a rarity within our society today, but I believe within time, God's time that is, not linear time, that it will begin to show its face again at some point down the line. And there we have it.